This hedgehog describes my music and part of my personality the best. The personality part is, this thing has spikes. I am known to be a very direct person, so yeah, I have needles. And it describes my music because it's usually lives in the underground and can be cute, but it can also be, as I said before, spiky. It can like irritate, and for some people can be a nuisance. And most of all, this hedgehog can be obtained for little money, just like my music. Yeah. Until 2012, I was a musician who was on the outside, a cis male. And 2012 was the year I started coming out, end of 2011 in Istanbul, my previous hometown. And I actually had a few not so nice experiences there from two members of the scene who thought once now I was wearing makeup, they were allowed to kiss me, because I was a girl, so they can kiss me. Other than that, the rest of the people were just fine. No one really cared. And when I moved to Berlin in 2014, I really came out and I started being who I am. And here too, I didn't have any issues, probably because Berlin is mainly an open city, and the scene I operate in, the experimental music scene, the improvised music scene, comprised of mainly open-minded people. Yes, there is sexism here too. A couple of idiots and machos are there too, but that's not very surprising. I think compared to many other cities, it's much less here. A question I wish a journalist would ask me. Well, I think I would like them to ask me a question that's not planned before. That's something very sincere. That has nothing to do with my identity. I can't think of a specific question, but just like a daily conversation with a friend, like question would be like, how are you? Would be a good start. I'm fine, I guess. I'm good. Yeah, I've been very busy with music. Sometimes I'm okay. Yeah, I'm mostly doing fine. There are two dreams I remember very vividly. They're both old dreams because I usually don't remember them. Although that has changed during the pandemic, I dream quite often. I actually remember my dreams quite often during these times. The first one is a very old one. I don't remember when it's from, but it's at least 2 decades old, I would say. And in this dream, I'm still living with my parents, and I go back home from somewhere, I don't know, and I see my mom sitting at the table with Freddy Krueger, the character from Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm shocked. I shout at my mom, "Mom, what have you done? Why did you invite him?" And I actually attack him to defend something, myself or our home. And then this huge fight starts between us. I'm chasing him, he's chasing me in the streets of Istanbul. And finally, like, he almost wins once, like almost manages to kill me, but then I finally managed to bash his head in with a huge rock, and I think he dies, but he actually doesn't, and then I wake up. The second one is a relatively more like recent one, where I'm in a plane, and the seats are across each other for some reason, and there's this random woman sitting across me, and I'm sitting on a single seat, like there's no one next to me, and I'm looking out of the window, and suddenly the plane starts to descend and like crash. Basically, we're crashing. The pilot says, like, makes announcements, everybody gets into a panic. The woman across me starts crying and shouting, whereas I am surprisingly calm, although I'm also get scared, of course. And then the plane crashes through a playground, like the Ferris wheel and everything. You see people, like, and the wing, I'm sitting very close to the wing, the wing crashes through some entertainment thing, and then we like approach the ground even more, and suddenly the scene cuts, and we have landed on water, and I see this woman who was across me. She's conscious and she's swimming, and I go and swim with her, and that's it. I don't believe in the afterlife, and I think the idea of an afterlife is a manifestation of human beings' lack of acceptance of an end. It's even like, how can we die? Of course we can die, and we will die. But if someone insists that there's an afterlife and convinces me, I guess I would rather take a feeling of self-realization and accomplishment. That would be more I wouldn't need. Maybe this one too. This is a nice thing. A cracker box.